Well, hello there. It's day 3. Energy has definitely improved. Still quite the struggle bus that we're riding here. Took advantage of my buddy's gym and his community this morning. Got on a bike ride for about an hour. That was the first workout. And the second one, I just went for a nice, easy, breezy walk after I picked up some stimulant-free pre-workout. Taking pre-workout for a walk is quite the pathetic attempt at staying sane, I would say, because I haven't lifted since Sunday, which is 3 days. Not a big deal. It's such a part of me that I definitely feel it. When I was traveling earlier this year, or I suppose last year now, there were definitely stints where I did not have access to a gym. That's one thing that any avid gym goer, gym rat can relate to, is the feeling of, I would say, tension that arises in your body over weeks or days, whatever it is. Sometimes that's all it takes is just 3 to 5 days of not having that. Maybe that'd be like zone 3 and 4 exercise. So your heart rate is more than just slightly elevated and like a low intensity, steady state cardio. You notice if it's a part of kind of who you are, which says a lot, then you definitely feel when you don't have that. It's really interesting to pay attention to the little subtleties, the nuances of how you're feeling throughout. I don't know if detox is the right word for this. I really don't like the cliches or the trendy words, the catchy phrases. Catchphrase. It's kind of a detox from a dopamine detox is a sense of what's going on here. Definitely find it harder in general to have the words come to me. It's one of the things that I've always, I wouldn't say prided myself in, but one thing I've always enjoyed is when you can articulate yourself clearly and getting because this is a crazy thing that we have these ideas and concepts that bubble up in our head. Communication is not just knowing how words fit together, but knowing how to use those words as a way to convey these, can't find the word that I'm looking for here, without words type of thought. Concepts that are beyond words, that you understand how something is in your head, but you can't put that into words. Losing that faculty kind of sucks. And it's very frustrating. I would say that I feel that it's better today. And I have more energy just to speak, which is crazy. And I know there's people that are going through real problems. This is not a way, an outlet for me to whine and bitch about the little problems that I have. This is all self-inflicted. Like I've been, consuming more caffeine than I needed to. And also, as I mentioned yesterday, the Kratom. And I knew for a while that that was potentially a problem. That's why we're taking a stab at it here. So the goal, maybe we'll finish off with that today. The goal of this is to establish a baseline of me, to understand what energy I bring to the table without these stimulants that I've been relying upon more than I should have over the past few years. I was doing some work in IT, I'll just leave it at that for now, for about 5 years prior to the recent events that led me down this path, that launched me on this path in a sense. It's not necessary. You almost tell yourself that it's necessary to a degree to rely on stimulants for keeping your brain sharp throughout the workday. And then that leads into taking a Kratom on, a dose of Kratom for energy on the weekend when you want to go for a hike. And then, oh, that felt good. That made me feel really excited about the exertion. And that carries over into, oh, well, I'm going to go do some cardio. It's kind of dangerous because it makes cardio so much more fun. It makes a lot of things more fun. I still don't know how I feel entirely about Kratom. I think from what I've heard, it has definitely helped a lot of people get off of other things. It's been a supplement for other things that are also not very beneficial to an individual, that it just kind of masks itself as natural. And I've used that justification myself. Gonna get derailed here on the whole Kratom subject. I need to do at least probably 3 videos on that. I want to remind myself, I want to experience life, which sounds kind of exaggerative, but I do want to experience life at baseline as me. I want to experience life as me and not me filtered through these substances. I'm really looking forward to that, and day 3 here definitely felt significant progress on that front. Definitely still a ways to go, because after doing that hour on the bike, which is not how I used to do, 2 hours, sometimes twice a day, and a workout. This is before I went traveling this past year. I was like, yes, let's go. Like, let's jump in the sauna. That's what some of these stimulants can do for you. I'm not gonna pretend it wasn't fun, but I'm also terrified of taking a sip of that poison, so to speak. I don't think it's a poison. we'll save that for another time. That potion, whatever you want to call it, I'm afraid it's so enticing. It's interesting. I'm still thinking about how to approach the journey after this month of no stimulants. That's a really important thing that I think we need to do, is always have a plan for after any of these types of things. Because if you don't, then you're just going to fall back to what is most habitual within you. More often than not, that is whatever you were doing prior to detox or whatever diet or attempt you have at removing a substance from your life, or at least temporarily. So we'll see. I think that's going to be it for today. Thanks for tuning in again. Whoever happens to see this, wow, I'm shocked. Hopefully this turns into something more productive and beneficial down the road. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to get through this month too. Trying to enjoy the journey. Definitely looking forward to it being in the past as well. Thanks for tuning in once again, and I'll see y'all later. Tomorrow, that is.